All right. I want you to imagine a giant spherical creature with many tentacles on its head, made of basically nightmares and eyeballs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a
beholder.
Yes. So, what are some of the canonical abilities of a beholder?
They just kill you.
Okay, but like, what are some of the rays that they have? The magical powers that they have?
You're right. They have death ray,
petrification ray,
yep,
fear ray,
fire. I think they have just they have electricity, lightning, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do because I painted one. Yeah. Pretty sure he had lightning coming out of one of the tentacles.
Better than the death ray, but
no, the death ray. The death ray, I think, was a green beam.
Yeah, it's like a blackish green.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, what's another canonical ability of beholders? Specifically, their central eye. What does it do? Do you remember?
No.
It's an anti-magic cone.
Oh yeah, anti-magic. There we go. Yeah.
So, what happens?
No, stop.
When two beholders fight each other?
They just roll out on the floor?
No. Their flight is non-magical.
Okay.
They expel gases out the bottom of their bodies.
Okay.
And that causes them to float.
Oh, that's nice.
But if a beholder looks at another beholder with his anti-magic cone, all of their eye rays get shut off.
So they bite each other.
So they sit there and they bite each other.
What the hell, man? Yeah, that's weird. All right. I mean, there you are.
Here's another fun one. How are beholders made?
They dream each other into existence.
They dream each other into existence.
I do know that much. They just literally have a bad dream, and that's what happens.
Yep. Beholders are made by nightmares, essentially.
Right.
So, I guess the topic, in a broad sense today, is D&D monsters, or Pathfinder monsters, whatever.
Right.
Whatever we want to talk about.
Yep.
Some of the coolest, weirdest, wackiest monsters.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have another fan favorite for you.
Okay.
Now I need to picture a creature with the ability to levitate, the ability to communicate psionically through feelings, and the ability to plummet from above and stab people to death with spikes located on the underside of their body.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What kind of monster is that?
Sounds pretty scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, what is it?
A flump.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you never look at a flump and go, oh, that's terrifying.
Right, yeah, right. Because they're just these cute little floating,
right,
non-hostile things.
That's okay.
So you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I see where you're going. Nice.
Let me give you another one.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. A winged creature that can fly quite well, actually. Better flight class than dragons and most other things. Not that dragons have a great flight class.
Right.
Have wicked bite attacks. And have a poison that can paralyze people. And deal a lot of damage.
You said they're not big?
I did not say they're not
big.
They're bigger than a horse.
So wyverns.
It's a wyvern,
yeah, wyverns. They're good. They're good. Okay, good. So we're talking about animals or monsters, creatures, whatever we want to call them, that are unique. My favorite would be the crustacean.
Which one?
The one that walks along, has little tentacles that reach out, and they sure like paladins and warriors and little tentacles on their heads. They look like a crust. They have like a crustacean shell. They have a tail. I think 4 legs. They were in the new D&D movie, by the way. They're really cute. They had little baby versions of them. They were eating up like medals on signs and stuff. The rust monster.
Oh, rust monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
the rust monster.
I was thinking of them as like insects, like grasshoppers.
I would think so too, but I think that the way their shells are, it kind of just makes me think of a crustacean because the way their shells are. I don't know. I guess insect works too.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. What are they? Look it up. What is a crust? What is a crust monster? Determined. It's probably an aberration.
I don't know. Let's look at
I guess
it.
we're gonna find out. That's one of my favorites. They had them in the movie, and they were little. Spoiler: if you haven't watched the movie yet, they have little tiny ones. They were eating the signs on some of the buildings.
They're monstrosities.
Oh, monstrosities! There we go.
Yeah, I guess an argument could be made for crustacean, but what gets me for insect
Yeah,
is the feathers.
yeah, the little feathery tentacles. Yeah,
Yeah, the antennae.
yeah, the antennae. Yeah, fair enough.
That's what gets me as far as insects.
Or, I guess another fan favorite would be you're running down a hall and you stop moving. Come on, you got this one.
That's a gelatinous.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's running along, and all of a sudden the barbarian's in front, and he just stops moving in midair. Crap!
All right, a feline-like monster
Okay.
that has the ability to project itself in different places.
Ooh. That was in the movie, too.
And has 2 massive tentacles on its back.
That was a good one. They used that very well in the D&D movie.
Did they?
Yes, they did. So if you ever get a chance to watch it, you should.
I plan on watching it eventually.
Sorry, I'm not trying to spoil it for you,
you're
but
good.
that it's in the previews.
I would imagine an owlbear has to be in there too.
Pretty much anything iconic, excluding maybe like the Mind Flayer. I don't.
Was there a beholder in it?
No.
Okay.
No, because I think that's too many big baddies for one show.
Oh, another fun one.
Did we say Displacer Beast?
We didn't.
Oh, okay. It's Displacer Beast, guys, just in case you really want to know what that was.
I want to try to describe this in the most roundabout way. Okay.
Okay.
These things can breathe air and water. They look like an octopus.
Oh, God.
Mixed with maybe like an anglerfish. Without the
little light
tentacle in the front.
Okay.
They have psionic abilities and mind control abilities. And they're also the oldest beings known, or one of the oldest beings known in the D&D multiverse.
Are they hive mind?
No, but they do carry the memories of all their ancestors.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's the Aboleth.
Aboleth, yep.
They're actually really interesting when you read into it. Like, it's in one of the modules that came out for 5th Ed. Which one was that? That was Dragon Heist. They actually have an amulet where you can possess somebody with an Aboleth.
Yeah, the eye of...
I don't remember the name of it. But
Gorgoth or something like that?
Yeah. But it was like, I played it up pretty good for the character, and I added some flavor to it. And he was at first, he was horrified. He wanted it out of his head. He didn't like that the thing wanted to be in his head because, well, it can learn new things. And it was just biding its time until it could find somebody more powerful to be in. Or somebody more interesting.
Okay. Stone of Galore.
Stone of Galore, yep. There
That's
we go.
what it was.
Another one
is an aboleth named Galore transformed by magic into an object.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. I like the one that the joke goes with. The group's in the bar.
Okay.
So you should tell that one.
Okay.
That's good for people listening. I mean, I know it, so...
All right. So a group of adventurers walks into a bar. They are all armored up and geared and ready for battle.
Yep.
The bartender laughs nervously as they come in and says, "Oh, boy, you guys are sure geared up for battle and everything. It's just a bar." And he says, "Why are you all armored up and ready to kill?" To which the party replies, "Oh, mimics." The bartender laughs. The party laughs. The table laughs. The party kills the table.
Yep. That's a good one. I like that one.
Oh, here's a fun. This is a throwback.
Okay. Oh, darn it.
Okay. Let's see. This creature is composed of eyes, Eyes, mouths, liquefied matter of its former victims.
What? Liquefied matter of its former victims. Okay.
It is an amorphous mass of mouths and eyes that propels itself by oozing forward, fastening several mouths to the ground and pulling its bulk behind. Though it moves slowly, it swims through water, mud, and quicksand with ease.
What the freak? I have no clue. I mean, maybe I will when you say it, but...
It has an aura around it due to all the noise that it makes and the different sounds coming out of its many mouths that can confuse players.
Oh, that's nasty is what that is. Is that the gibbering mouther?
The gibbering mouther, yep. That's pretty good. You got that one.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that's how they moved. That's, of course, you don't really think about that. Now I am, though. That sucks.
Oh, here's a cool one. This one might get you.
Probably.
I'll do an easier one first.
Okay.
Picture you're walking on the ground.
Okay.
And the ground below you starts to rumble.
Yep.
And you're moving along, and all of a sudden you see a fin sticking out of the ground.
Oh, yeah. Now, that could be a couple things, but I think it's probably a bullet.
Yeah, a boulet.
No boulet. Yeah, sorry. The French.
Yeah, it's
the French bullet.
Basically a land shark.
Yeah, land shark. Yep. Yeah, some people call them land sharks for sure. In fact, I think maybe Pathfinder, that's what they call it.
It could be.
One of the other systems do. They call it an actual land shark. Well, it sure looks a lot like and behaves a lot like the boulet, though.
All right. Here's a fun one. Its primary food source is dragons.
Primary food source
is dragons. It has a very long serpentine body with many, many legs.
Okay.
It has a set of ram horns on its head. And it has lightning breath.
Man, I don't know.
It can grapple creatures and have a swallow attack on them.
Purple worm?
Mm-mm.
No. And yeah, I don't know anything that specifically feeds on dragons. Not specifically anyway.
It's a bit here.
Oh, I didn't know they fed on dragons specifically.
Yep.
Interesting.
They were created by storm giants to fight dragons.
Interesting.
So that's kind of a cool one.
So, okay, here we go.
All right.
You're cruising along, you and the party members.
Okay.
Come across the farm. Look out in a field. You see a bunch of chickens out there that look like they've got mange. Do you go and eat one, or do you run for your life?
That depends. Do the chickens have, like, lizard tails?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they have lizard tails.
No, I get the hell out of there.
Okay, good.
Because that's a cockatrice.
Yes. They're a little bigger than average chickens, too, but, not much. I think they're only a small creature, if I recall correctly. I've seen many players go down to them. Because the DM will describe it in a way that you're like, gross chickens? What?
Okay. I'm even going to close the computer for this one. This is all from memory.
Oh, okay.
This is by far, in a way, the wackiest, weirdest D&D monster, and quite possibly the most dangerous I've ever read about.
Okay.
This is from the D&D annual compendiums from 2nd edition.
Yep.
In volume 3, I believe.
Yeah, I don't have mine with me, so.
Okay? It inhabits a forest, and it claims the whole forest as its domain.
Okay.
As you're walking through the forest, you're talking to your party member. Immediately, when your party member starts to respond, he's talking in pure and utter gibberish. Can't understand a single word he's saying.
Okay.
Your wizard tries to cast a spell, but he can't use verbal components because he can't speak properly. Okay?
So far, so good. I don't...
This creature all of a sudden appears out of nowhere. It has the body of a large serpentine creature
Okay.
with wings and claws. It has the head of what appears to be a massive tiger.
Yeah.
I'm
kind of... There's got to be a name for it, though, and I just...
You begin to start fighting it.
Right.
You bring out your +5 magical weapons, just for good measure.
Yeah, because I've got lots of those.
They bounce off the monster.
Oh.
You pull out your silver weapons, they bounce off the monster. You pull out your cold iron weapons, they bounce off the monster. Your fighter has a Vorpal longsword. So far, it is the only thing you've found that can damage the monster.
Okay.
Magical spells only work 10% of the time. If you can manage to cast them.
Right, because it's gibberish. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know what it is.
It is a Jabberwock.
Oh, I've never fought one of those, so...
Nope. I've seen
them in the books. I've never read up on them or fought them because I've never had to.
They are extraordinarily scary.
That is kind of terrifying.
That's a huge throwback, that one.
Right. Interesting. Jabberwock.
Maybe a Jabberwocky, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, though. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Huh.
They're also known as burbling dragons. And their appearance has changed slightly over time.
Yeah, because I think the first Ed ones just look like a...
I don't think they were in first... I think they only came out in second edition.
Well, advanced.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think it would be advanced, wouldn't it? Because I don't think they made a compendium for second Ed, did they? Wasn't it advanced that they did compendiums?
Yeah, it was the advanced second edition.
Well, advanced and second is two different things, though.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons second edition? No, it's not.
There's advanced books that don't have second edition title on them.
That's the first edition.
Yeah.
There's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And Advanced Dungeons and Dragons
2E. So
I
I've always just separated them. 2E and then Advanced. Advanced being the first edition and then... Sorry. That's just how I rationalize in my head when we're looking for books. It's like, yeah. Because the Oriental Adventures is not second Ed.
Yeah, here's your picture of a Jabberwock.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. I had pewter figurines of Jabberwocks, but they didn't look anything like that.
Yeah, I think it's because they're so elusive and...
I think there's like multiple types of culture that has a Jabberwocky or Jabberwock or Walkie, whatever they call it in there.
I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, Jabberwocky is a term that came to fruition by Lewis Carroll, the writer of Alice in Wonderland.
I guess that wouldn't surprise me at all. Come on, show him. Oh, I might as well plug my batteries in.
So yeah, those are some pretty wacky.
Yeah, I would say we covered a good chunk of weirdo monsters. Maybe we should do a whole series on that.
Oh, one last one.
Yep.
You've heard of L.A.G.S.
Yeah.
What are some other combination?
No, like the Chimera.
Yep.
The no, not the cockatrice. Technically, but
my favorite amalgamation monster, Griffins.
Yep. Hippogriff. That was the other one I was thinking of.
Lamasa or
the woman with the arms and the snake body.
Sphinxes as well.
Yep.
The duck rabbit or the duck bunny.
The duck bunny?
Yep.
What?
Yep. It was a second edition monster that was basically akin to a owlbear. Like the same wizard that supposedly created owlbears created duck bunnies.
Duck bunny. I'm not sure I've ever seen one of those either. Interesting. Well, I mean, I'm sure I've seen most of these, but I don't... Yeah.
This is a first edition entry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's old, yeah. Duck bunny. God. You love the art back then.
Yep.
Pencil sketches, kind of haphazard.
They have a swim movement, double their land movement.
Nice. Well, yeah, they're ducks.
1 to 3 hit points. A 20 Thaco.
Is that the same wizard that made the Vorpal bunny?
I don't know.
That guy made a lot of messed up stuff. Actually, we were having a conversation about that. Now, I don't think Pathfinder has that lore. They might, I guess. I don't know enough about Pathfinder lore. But pretty sure that we were playing in one of the campaigns I'm in. The guy was using the lore from that, whatever. I don't remember the name of the wizard even, to be honest with you. He does. He knows the name of it. Because he built a whole segment of his lore off of that wizard.
Okay.
Because we went into this tower that had all these, like, literal parts of different things being glued together just to see what was what out of that.
Okay. I have one last one for you.
Okay.
Quite possibly one of my favorite monsters.
Okay.
Never gotten to use it because...
Situational.
Very situational. I want you to imagine a 12-foot tall wolf man.
Jesus.
With full plate armor. No helmet.
Okay.
With a giant battle axe that is both vorpal and dancing.
Oh. Sounds like a terrible time to me.
And it has a giant snake for a tail growing out of its backside that can bite you and is save versus death. It's a Melidius.
I'm not even sure I've ever even heard of that.
They are the essentially military police of the demons.
Oh. So that's the guy who goes along to...
They're the propaganda police and military police of
Excuse me. Holy smokes. Interesting.
Yep.
So I think next time we will, or not next time, but down the road, I think we're going to do more of these. And maybe we'll do themed podcasts on these.
I could do a whole podcast on just devils and another podcast on demons and another podcast on Utiloths.
Right.
And the other two, the Feratstu and the Garrulus.
There you go. So that's what we're going to be doing. Till next time.